All right, everybody, Scrappable Grandpa. I haven't made a video in the last day or so because I've been working on my driveway. I've had nothing but mud over here. When I cleared my lots, I cut down a whole bunch of trees and I dug a big hole right here, big hole, and I buried like 20 logs, I guess you call it. So I got my John Deere tractor back yesterday, and I'm glad because my driveway was in bad shape. I was getting stuck. It was just grassy and muddy. I've been working on this property for about 10 years. Cutting down trees. All them trees that you see over that way used to be right about here. So from here, that way was nothing but trees. I rented a backhoe. I dug out around the tree. I cut it down, and then I dug out around the tree and I pulled the rest of it out of the ground. And my dumbass dug a big hole and put them right there because I didn't have anything to do with them. So now apparently they're rotting underground, and I had a big hole here. Every time I tried to back in, I got stuck. And not to mention, every time I tried to pull in my driveway, it was slippery, muddy, just terrible. So I've been working on this for the last couple of days, trying to fix my driveway. And this is my new driveway on the scrap side. That side there we put concrete a long time ago. This side here, no concrete, so it's just been grass and muddiness and me driving on it, making it worse and worse. And this little spot here is nothing compared to what I had going on over there. So I decided to start getting some crushed concrete and filling in my driveway so I have rock gravel. And fortunately I have this 10-ton trailer. It's really helped me out a bunch. And this is like the 5th load I brought over here. My wife's car won't start this morning. This is like the 5th load I brought in here, so I'm going to spread this load probably from here that way to fill in that hole right there. And that's what I'm getting ready to work on now. And then I'm going to spread it with my tractor, which I have been loving the last couple of days because I can mow over there, keep that mowed down and knocked down so it doesn't look trashy, and works great in my driveway, and it helps me unloading my stuff out of the back of my truck or loading stuff into the back of my trailer or whatever I happen to be doing that day. So I haven't been scrapping much. Did some copper wire. I want to move this a little bit so I can get some gravel there too. Get rid of that grass. And then I'm going to kill all the weeds with my weed killer. And then I just need to get back here and start working on my lot again. I've been busy, everybody. Sorry I haven't been making any awesome videos. But I do have a nice driveway now. My driveway is going to be awesome. At least I'm not slipping and sliding. So let me get to work. Things aren't looking so good today. On my 5th load, and I'm hand unloading it because I sent it down yesterday to get loads, and the guy put only about a half a load in here. And so I called him up and I said, look, I don't think the guy's putting quite enough in the trailer. See that bracket? He's like, well, he's a new guy, and one bucket is apparently 10,000 pounds or somewhere thereabouts, 9,000, 10,000. And so I told him that he was only giving me a half a load Well, look at that. I'm so disappointed. It's broken, so now I have to unload it by hand because my bracket broke. So disappointed. Now when I tried to lift it, the whole trailer shifted over sideways. If you notice, that's not quite like it's supposed to look like. That is supposed to be actually over here, and it's went back, as you can see. So there's no lifting this thing up. I'm gonna have to unload it by hand all the way. I haven't been making any videos because I've been super busy. I've been bringing gravel in here and spreading it. So that's the reason why I haven't made a video, everybody. I still have plenty to do. But I have been busy, everybody. My yard was just a mess. So here we go. Look here. This is what happened. I brought in, oh, this was another one of my accidents here today. My bracket, which is the swivel bracket, or the bracket that this thing pivots on when it goes up. My guy came. I had sent Paul down to the gravel place yesterday, and they got, I don't know, he probably put in about 7,000 pounds, and this will hold 9,000 easily. 9,000 though. Anything more than that is not going to hold it. So I just got some oil all over from my transmission. So he goes down there, and I called the guy up. I said, Paul, go get another load. That was a small load. So he went down for another load, and I called the guy up and said, hey man, your guy put a little bit of a small load in there last time. Well, I guess instead of making it a normal load, he wanted to make up for the last load. And it was the guy's first day. So apparently he doesn't know that you can't overload a trailer. I don't know. Anyway, so he had this thing filled to the top. I'm talking about to the top. Had to be at least 15,000 pounds of this stuff. So my dumb butt decided to come out here this morning and go ahead and raise that thing up. I had it in my mind. I said, damn, I ought to empty this thing a little bit at least. But I figured, hell, the most of the weight's in the front. It's gonna be a real pain in the butt unloading in the front. So I just said, heck with it. And I come out here and I hit that button, and it went up about 2 inches. It went up about 2 inches. Thank God I had gloves on and a jacket, because when it came back down, it shifted over this way, and when it shifted this way, it hit so hard that it made my door drop. And when my door dropped, and I had gloves on, Paul, by the way, so that was through the gloves, and you can see how this thing has shifted over a couple inches. And you can definitely tell by the other side, see there. So anyway, this is supposed to be over here somewhere. So I've got a fabricator coming out here Saturday, and he's going to actually have to make, this bracket, because I called everywhere. I've been busy, man. I've been busy trying to call everywhere to figure out a place that could redo this bracket. This section right here belongs back here, so it slid about 2.5 inches there. So I couldn't find a bracket any daggone where, so I called the fabricator and said, I need your help. And I brought this thing down, showed it to him, and he said he would be here Saturday to fix it. So he's going to actually make me a bracket. And he said, do you want me to fix that old bracket, or do you want me to put one on there that this won't happen again? I said, well, obviously I want you to put one on there this don't happen again. So anyway, it was not Paul's fault. It wasn't probably not the guy's fault that loaded the trailer. He brand new guy, he wasn't thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe it's my fault for hitting the button. But anyways, I've got some copper to strip, and now I've got about, let me see what time it is. Yeah, it's 4 o'clock, 4:10. I think I'm gonna work out here until I get a little bit of this stuff done, at least. I've had no time at all to do anything except for work on my driveway, unloading that trailer, trying to find somebody that could fix my trailer, because I need that trailer back. But